I've got a special thing today on the Analytical Geek. We've got a series of ever-growing Dino combiners, but we got Transformers in general. Alright, welcome to the Analytical Geek. And we are covering a lot of things. Look at the generations of... Boom. Boom. Dinosaur combiners. And well, you can see the different levels of the size upgrade. And just got Metroplex in today. So I was gonna do a big video kind of on like, so that all the Devastators, and I've got all the Titan class guys up there. But yeah, I've got the got Shuraking back there, which I just kind of got this week.
Listen, my friend.
He's definitely the biggest. He's huge. Like he, so that's how he compares to obviously Metroplex right there.
Don't you ever.
And there's Cell Studios Unicron, not Cell Studios, HasLab Unicron. But then you've got the deluxe size Volcanicus. Then you've got regular Volcanicus, but with the upgrade kit. And then you got saurus-ryu. And then we got my custom-made fossilizer Dino combiner. So I feel like I've already done enough videos on the Dinobot combiners, I think, but I think what I was sort of going across, because I say the Metroplex made me really happy. But the fact that, like, I feel like collecting it's weird. It's like this weird mix of nostalgia and like there's something about just like getting the different options. It's like the variety. It's like I love looking up and seeing like the different collections, and like some things like sometimes I just love them because they're like the biggest version, like the Toy World Devastators, huge. And I like him design wise less than the Jim Bow one, which is smaller but actually it's a better design, but still had to get the biggest one. And even though I have the oh gosh, just had a brain fart, Fortress Maximus, I still had to get Metroplex, which honestly, the OG, I mean, I'm 30 years late, 30 years anniversary edition, but I think Metroplex is a better figure. I just like the color better. I think he looks less cheap. But like collecting, it's just like there's different nuances. Like Shuraking was probably even worse than Cell Studios Unicron putting together. But now that he's together, like I actually love this thing. Like he's just so big and ridiculously. Look at those teeth. And he's got the wings, and and actually they made Swoop not suck. And actually the jumbo size Volcanicus looks cool. Love the jumbo kit. saurus-ryu is just super detailed and like really intricate in its foot design. And fossilizer, like I love what I did with the fossilizer. Even though the figure itself is cheap as hell, like you have to probably put polish on the joints because like use them a couple of times and they become loose as shit. But like I love the fact that I made this like witch doctor-esque looking dude right there. But some of the figures are gonna be the ones that you kind of put together and you never really take apart, but like you appreciate the quality and the detail. And then some of them, like, such a pain in the ass, but the customization, it's like we have high quality, medium quality, really shitty quality, but it's like on their own, you know, it's like what's worth buying or owning. But I feel like anybody who's a collector really knows that it really comes, it's almost like having the variety of it is almost like having a, you know, it's like a different flavor of your favorite food. You may have like multiple different favorite foods, and if you just have one all the time, you get bored of it. But it's almost like in the contrast that makes them really neat to collect. And so just sort of, you know, I love things, you know, scaling up on things. And so it's nice to kind of have you sort of see them growing in size. And like, and even with like the design, you can customize. Like I mean, once for my Volcanicus, I made his wings and that thing into like little shoulder things to, you know, give him a better aesthetic. And that's not how the instructions say to do it. You know, from just a collector standpoint, it's like the variety. It's just all about having, like, you know, I have actually just, and hell, I got my different versions of like Optimus Prime and all the like car ones. I love those. And it's, you know, it's like I try to think like what are my favorites, or like what I want to get. But it's like, you know, if you're like a really big Transformers fan, you see the beauty and value in like collecting over time. Like, I've just kind of given it my own personal touch. Like, you know, even my combiners over there, I've given just customize the shit out of them. They're not, you know, whatever, mix and matching. And like right now, I'm, you know, also working on, there we go. But I'm working on the you know, the Alita combiner. It's just kind of like the variety. I love, you know, I love putting things together, and I love figuring out the puzzles. I love engineering, so I love like kind of trying my own ideas. But like I also have that like nostalgia kid thing in me that just like so glad to have something that I didn't have money for or valued as a kid, and how much it had an impact on me. And so, you know, I look at some of the really good YouTube channels where they've been, you know, around for a while, and you see like those guys review everything, and it's like, okay, you know, they're all their collections are huge. Like they've got, I'm trying to get there myself, but like they've got so many of them, and it's because like over time, it's like you the more you put value into it, the more you put time into it, it's like each one is like a different friend. And I mean, it's like a different aspect. It's the same reason why we like different songs, different art, different, you know, we don't just listen or look at one thing all day long. And you know, so my collection grows, but I try to, if I don't at least bring you something new, because I'm pretty much like 5 years behind, or like at least, you know, months or 5 years behind on some things. You know, occasionally I get something like the Arc where I'm ahead of schedule, but like most of the time I'm catching up. So I'm not obviously not providing you new material of items, but just sort of a different perspective of how I see value in things. And it's like, you know, if anybody's never really analyzed the depths of why they collect or what they find neat about stuff, it's just offering the perspective of, you know, what I think's neat in being a collector of Transformers specifically. And it's got utility too. It's not like just some other random like collecting art. You get to look at it. I love art too, but it's like you get to not only collect it, you get to play with it, but you also get to like transform it. And you know, with a combiner, you get to put different things together, and you know, the detail, the scaling, the variety. It's you know, as my collection grows, it's like you'd think that like, you know, you get bored, but it's almost like having the bigger collection is just like has a sustainable feel to it. Like, I'll probably never take Unicron down. He's just gonna show up on my desk forever. So, I guess I originally had this video I was gonna just kind of compare all the growing in size scale of the Dino combiners over time, from third party to the main series. But this has turned into just another Transformers in general appreciation video. But yeah. One more time for the homies in the back. All the Devastators. Fort Max and Scorponok and even crappy Armada Unicron. Good Cell Studios Unicron. Arc. And Primus and Omega Supreme. And there's Tripticon. Woo! Hail to Transformers. One last time. Oh. Thank you, enjoying the Analytical Geek.
Gazing out my window, I see it all in front of me.